Welcome back. The work of fundraising can seem lonely work at times, filled with never-ending tasks. This podcast is not a podcast to add to your task list or to experiment with a new fundraising trend. Our field is the ancient field of generosity that spans all cultures. This podcast seeks that deeper wisdom of being a person in the beautiful space where generosity occurs. Each week, we take 5 minutes to reflect on a quote and 1 or 2 coaching questions to ground you for the week to come. And don't forget, subscribe to this weekly podcast in your favorite podcast app. In the 2010 Science of Generosity study, the researchers found a large number of Americans who didn't give away even $1 to any causes. As mentioned, in keeping with the purpose of this podcast, we won't dig into these numbers. However, the researchers make a profound statement that is vital for us to reflect on. So this week, I am reading a quote from The Paradox of Generosity by Christian Smith and Hilary Davidson, 2014 edition. The quote begins, "Very large number of Americans, despite, we presume, wanting to enjoy happy, healthy, purposeful lives, fail to practice the kinds of generosity that actually tend to lead to happiness, health, and purpose in life. Something gets in their way. Like children whose fingers are caught in, quote, Chinese handcuffs, that is, finger traps, they pull hard to take care of themselves, but that simply keeps them stuck. However, by relaxing and freely letting go of some of their resources, instead, the evidence suggests, such people can escape the trap of ungenerous living." When it comes to generosity with time, money, skills, and relationships, we know that relaxing, letting go, and giving away is not often automatic or easy. This is especially true in American culture, which from all sides constantly pounds home messages of scarcity, discontent, insecurity, and acquisition. These messages may serve to grow the consumer economy, but they are often not good for the consumers. So, given the omnipresence of these cultural messages, real generosity requires learning something different, something that may not feel natural for many people. It often requires real personal change. A better understanding of how generosity works can aid that learning and change. But in the end, we believe actually living generously results from an existential confrontation with what is ultimately humanly valuable and important in life and the world." End quote. At the most foundational level, our work in nonprofits is change. If our world were ideal and perfect, there would be no need for change. But it's not. So we work for change in the causes we serve, and we invite donors to join us into that change. As we do so, we are inviting donors into an existential confrontation into what the donor believes is humanly valuable and important to life and the world. Let's reflect on one question this week. How are we giving space and opportunities for the donor to reflect and discuss what is humanly valuable and important to life and the world as it relates to the cause that we are asking them to join? To explore fundraising coaching, visit servingnonprofits.com. I will see you next week.